Hey guys, Ken Furukawa from Lead Magnet Authority, and in this video, I'm going to go over the best lead magnet creation tools for non-techies. Let's face it, creating lead magnets is challenging, to say the least. However, it's even more challenging if you have trouble utilizing software, if you're technologically challenged. And so what I did was I went out and I compiled a short list of software that you can try out to see if it fits in your marketing toolkit. These are tools that I have used. There are a couple that I have researched, and so I'm recommending these to you guys as a jumping off point. Now, the word best is subjective. So what I consider to be the best may not be what you consider to be the best, but again, this is an opportunity for you to explore some of these tools and pick one that you can utilize. So let's get started. All right, my first recommendation is not one tool, but a set of 3 tools. And if you have a Gmail account, you already have access to this stuff. I'm talking about Google Slides, Google Docs, and Google Sheets. Now, how many of you guys have thought of using these tools to create lead magnets? Because I can tell you for a fact that I have used Google Slides and Google Docs to create lead magnets. And I haven't used Google Sheets, but I want to talk to you about how you can use it to create lead magnets. So obviously with Google Docs, you can create presentations. And so I think a lot of us have used PowerPoint at some point in our lives. And so, using Google Slides is pretty intuitive. So it's very simple to do. You don't really have to do much in the way of customizing it and making it look nice. Okay. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat that the people who are trying to access your lead magnet, they just want the information. And it's really us, the people who are creating it, we're the ones who are more concerned about the way that it looks. At least that's my opinion based off of, doing this for, since 2019. So don't worry too much about the way it looks. Make sure that you provide value. That's the most important thing. So you can create a slide deck and you can save it as a PDF and you can share that with people. When it comes to Google Docs, I still use Google Docs. I use it to sometimes create ebooks, right? So creating an ebook is so simple because all you have to do is just type. All you have to do is type. You can create links in here. You can add photos. You can customize it however way you want. You can even add a cover image in there if you want. And you can, again, download it as a PDF and share it with your audience. So it's very useful. In fact, I've seen top marketers out there, some of the biggest names, sharing a Google Doc that doesn't have any fancy images or anything in it. It's very simple. They just provide the information. And when I download it, do I care about the way that it looks? Absolutely not. I only care about getting the information that was promised. So again, just based off of experience and perspective, I wouldn't put too much weight into the way that it looks, okay? But if that's something that you want to do, let's say if you're a graphic designer, then obviously, the way that it looks is going to be important. But if you are sharing something that is just very simple, like a checklist or something, it doesn't have to be that pretty, all right? Then when it comes to Google Sheets, I personally have not used this as a lead magnet creation tool. However, you can use this in a multitude of ways. If you want to create some kind of calculator, if you want to create a tracker, you can utilize Google Sheets in order to do that. And let's say you created a budget tracker. All you have to do is share access to that budget tracker so that people can have the budget tracker and use it in the way that it was meant to be. So it's a very useful set of tools. I think one that is probably overlooked a lot because there are so many tools out there, so many tools that sometimes we tend to bypass the ones that we already know because we're looking for something better, right? Which leads me to my next recommendation. My next recommendation is Canva. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of Canva. I love Canva. And to me, it's one of the best investments I ever made. I keep talking about that. But they do have a free account. It's a free forever account. Obviously, there are limitations with that. But if you're willing to give Canva a try, if you want to kind of make your lead magnet look a little bit nicer, then Canva's the way to go because they have a whole slew of templates. So just by typing in lead magnet template, it brings up all of these templates. You can see right here, 20,000 templates. So I'm going to open them all up here. And you have to keep in mind that when you're on the free account, you're going to be limited in terms of the templates. You see these that have this little pro icon here? Well, those are reserved for people who have a paid account. But you can still view them and you can use them for inspiration. So, just because you have to pay for this doesn't mean that you can't look at that and use that as a way to model your lead magnet. All right. And so if you want to take a look at one, let's take a look at this one right here. There's a couple of pages. This is a really simple one, but let's just open it up and you can see what it looks like inside, right? Very simple. Again, it doesn't have to be this work of art, but if you look at the main cover sheet right here, I mean, look at it. It has a computer in the background, has some nice graphic, right? It's got this graphical element. The fonts look nice. You can add in your website. So it's customizable. And again, this to me is an underrated tool. It's free. And for those of us who are design challenged like myself, it is a useful tool. I use Canva every single day in my business, and I can't imagine my life without it. Now, if you want to kick it up a notch, my next recommendation will add some additional elements in there, and that is Designer. Now, the thing with Designer, though, is that it is a paid tool. This is a paid tool. There are no free accounts, and in order to get started, it's a one-time fee of $27. That gets you access to the basic functionalities of Designer. So I just want to show you how this works. Designer would be more ideal if you want to create an ebook. If you're into creating ebooks for your audience as a lead magnet, then this tool might be for you. So in order to get started, you would just click on create a new ebook, and then you're going to choose the format. Because I am on the basic account, the pro account, I only have access to a PDF or a flipbook. So I'm just going to go with the PDF here, and then you need to select where you're going to get the content from. So you can either upload a file or insert a link. You can upload from an existing document, so you can choose a file. You can use WordGenie, which is their AI writer. You can start writing from scratch, or you can just choose a template. So I'm just going to go with inserting a link, and I'm going to use a blog post URL. So a blog that I wrote. I'm going to add in the URL here. I'm going to add it, let it convert for me, and I'm going to click on next. And it says right here, the ebook will be on the topic of digital marketing plus two more themes. And so this really narrows down the templates that you're going to be using in terms of the final output. Now you can choose whatever themes that you want. It's totally up to you. But by doing it this way, it's kind of like a wizard. It makes it a lot easier. And we're going to go with let's start. And you're going to see it pulled in all of that information from my blog post. You can see right here. There's a blog post I wrote, and it pulled in all that information in here. Now, for now, this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a template, and it's going to choose the templates that fit the type of article that I wrote. So I'm going to go and I'm going to look at some of the standard templates over here. And let's say we go with something like this right here, call to action. And I'm going to use this template. You can obviously go inside and check it out. I'm going to use this template right here. And it's going to take that information, it's going to format it, and it's going to add it into the template itself. And this is where you're going to have to learn how to use this stuff. No matter what tool that you have, there's always going to be some kind of learning curve. So this is what it looks like right here. I can change the headline, right? I can change this to building an email list. So you can edit this as you please. There's a lot of other options here. So again, is it going to be easy for someone who is non-technical? May or may not be. It depends on your level of knowledge, right? And your willingness to try these tools out. So no matter which tool you use, you're going to have to learn how to use it, right? And there's always going to be some kind of learning curve. So you can see how it pulled in everything in here, nice and neat. And so with some editing, you can change this up and make it look really, really nice. So that's Designer. That's one of my recommendations. My next recommendation, I have not used, but I signed up for a free account a while back and I wanted to check it out. And that tool is called Beacon. Beacon is a paid tool. However, they do have a free account. So you can sign up for it. You can test it out. And if you like it and you want to upgrade and unlock more features, then you can do so. I like it just because it's really simple to use. All you have to do is go to create new. You see right here, it says lead magnet. So you're going to create a new lead magnet. And then you walk through this wizard. So step number 1, choose your lead magnet format. Is it going to be blank? Is it a resource guide? Is it a workbook, a video lookbook, ebook, checklist, or is it email templates? So if we want to go with ebook, we're going to go this way right here. If you want to recycle your blog content, then fine, you add in a link if you want to. Let me just show you. And we're going to use my link from my blog post. I'm going to add that in there and we're going to import this. And then next, we're going to just continue down right here. We're going to choose a template. So you have a variety of categories that you can choose from. So let's go with blogging. And it automatically filters it down for you. You can choose the one that you like. Obviously, you're going to edit these. So you choose the one that you like, that you feel like you're going to be able to edit. And I'm just going to call this blog post. Create lead magnet. And you can see this is what the template looks like. Here's the cover, table of contents, introduction. All of this is editable. So you're going to have to go in here and change up the information. Add your photo in here, obviously. Write about yourself. Here's a chapter title. Here's another type of template that you can use within your ebook. And here's your call to action with your button. And then at the end is where you can add in, let's say this is my blog post, I can add that in there. If you want to delete it, do it that way. And now you've deleted that portion. So like Canva, like Designer, there is going to be a little bit of a learning curve, but these tools are meant to be more drag and drop. So it's going to be more simple to use. It's designed to be more intuitive for you guys. So that is Beacon, and you can sign up for your free account. Now, I kind of wanted to change it up a little bit here because not everybody is going to want to create an ebook or a checklist or a workbook or anything like that. There are some of you guys out there who like to create videos. So I just wanted to talk about a couple of tools that you might be interested in if you want to create videos. So the first one is called ScreenPal. ScreenPal is a tool that I use. I have ScreenPal. I've used them since 2019. They're a very economical tool. Let me just show you guys. Pricing plans start as low as $225 per month and go all the way up to $750 per month. If you're strapped for cash, then guys, you're in luck because they have an always free account. Now, again, if you guys go with the always free account, you are going to be limited with the features. However, if you want to get into video, if you want to build that connection with your audience, then this is a very simple and intuitive tool to use. Now, my last recommendation is my favorite recommendation, and that is Lead Creator. And Lead Creator is an all-in-one tool that's AI powered, and it's going to help you create, manage, and track your lead magnets all from one single app. So this eliminates piecing together a lot of different softwares. You're going to have all that under one roof, and it's very simple to do. Let me just show you. We're going to create a lead magnet, and we're just going to call this my test lead magnet. And we're going to select a category, and we're going to go with test lead magnet right there, but you can add in as many categories as you want. You can see I've got a ton of them in here. And we're going to choose a template. And this is where the AI power comes in because Lead Creator is connected with ChatGPT. And therefore, these are all predefined templates for you. It's going to provide you with the output that you're looking for. And so if you want to start off with a blank lead magnet, you can. If you want to use raw ChatGPT and you're comfortable with that, you can. If you want listicles, they've got templates for that. You can turn a blog post into an ebook, or if you want to summarize your blog post, you can do that. They've got templates for YouTube. So they've got a YouTube transcript to an ebook, YouTube summarizer. They've got microcourse creator, as well as frequently asked question maximizer and an ebook creator. And they're going to have more templates coming soon. So we're going to go with the 5-point listicle, and I'm going to give this a prompt. So if you guys are familiar with ChatGPT, you have to give it instructions, and the more specific you are, the better the output's going to be. So garbage in, garbage out, right? So we want to be very, very specific here. So I'm going to say, give me 5 tips on how to shoot a basketball for complete beginners. And then I'm going to add in a little bit more and saying, make it funny and interactive. Make sure that the tips are actionable and that beginners can find immediate success. And then we're going to go ahead and click on create. I'm just going to let this run to show you how quickly Lead Creator can come up with the content. And this solves one of the major problems that we face, and that is, how do I create the content for my lead magnet? Yeah, I've got all of these design tools, but how do I create the content, right? So you can see right here, it's come up with the 5 tips. And this is just a start, because since this is connected with ChatGPT, you're going to want to go through this content. You want to make sure that it sounds right, that it reads right. And there's a number of customization options here that I'm not going to go through all of them, but I just want to show you real quick. So obviously you can move things around if you want to. If I want to move a paragraph here or there, I can. If I want to change this paragraph, I can highlight it, and I can change the type of text it is. I can add a link if I want, change the font size, the line height. I can bold, italicize, underline, strike through. I can change the orientation if I want to be left justified, center justified, or right justified. I can change the color of the font. I can highlight this if I want to. But the power lies in the AI. So I can ask this AI to do anything for me. They've already have some predefined things like improve the writing, fix the grammar, make it shorter, make it longer, continue writing. I just want to show you, if I make it shorter, what it comes up with. If I like this, then I can go ahead and replace the selection, and it does that for me. All right. Now, if I want to change this, right? If I want to ask AI and I say rewrite to speak like a pirate, we'll see what it comes up with right here. Our basketball needing skill, precision, and a bit o' luck, matey. Right? You can see that it changed it for you right there. And I can replace the selection, but I'm just going to leave it as is. Also, if you want to add in images, all you have to do is hit enter, hit the / key, and you can add in images, YouTube videos, Vimeo videos, or you can add in more text. It's totally up to you. Numbered lists and bullet lists also as well. So this is a very simple tool to use. It's going to help you to create these lead magnets very quickly. It is something, of course, it's a tool that you're going to have to learn how to use. But once you use it, it is very, very powerful, because there's also an email capture feature built in. It integrates with your autoresponder, and there's a bunch of scarcity features built in as well, like a social slider, expiring URL, as well as a scarcity maker. All right, guys, there you have it. The best lead magnet creation tools for non-techies. But the question I have for you is, which one are you planning to use? Go ahead, let me know down in the comment section below. I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. This is Ken Furukawa from Lead Magnet Authority, and I'll see you in my next video.